This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 8th day of August in the year 2023. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. 4 persons have been added to the list of road fatalities in the country after they lost their lives following a Monday night smash-up at Craig on the east bank of the Demerara, involving a car and a large truck. Police investigators have identified the 4 dead persons as Eric Christopher Thomas, Annette Williams, Lynette Chappell, and Yvette Domingo. Domingo was the wife of the driver of the car, and all 4 persons were passengers in the same car. The police said Thomas and Williams died on the spot, while Chappell and Domingo passed away while receiving medical treatment. The accident occurred at around 9 o'clock last night. Investigations have revealed that a motor car bearing registration number PPP 3034 that was being driven by 57-year-old Stanley LaCruz was proceeding south along the eastern side of the East Bank Demerara roadway at Craig when the driver of that car made a U-turn and collided with a truck that was proceeding in the opposite direction. The police said as a result of the collision, all of the occupants of the car received injuries about their bodies. Some of them were trapped in the car. The driver of the car and the 2 young children, ages 13 and 17, were the only survivors from the crash. The 7-year-old is hospitalized in a critical condition. The police said breathalyzer tests were administered to both the driver of the car and the driver of the truck, and there was no trace of alcohol discovered. An eyewitness of a deadly accident has since provided a full statement to the police. The 2 drivers remain in police custody as the investigations continue. More news coming up in a moment.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Oh my lord. I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup.
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, and 9 students for the 2023-2024 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 613-4806.
Strong and solid in countries far and wide. New India Assurance, we're standing by your side. Golden service, half a century and more. New India Assurance, our policies are secure. From the heart of India, we serve these islands. The strength that you can trust, you're safe when you come to us.
New India Assurance Company. Assurance when you need it most. For your home, motor or business insurance, visit New India Guyana office, 58 Brickdam next to Star Computers. Telephone 2260-415-7. Comfortable parking available.
The attorney representing the 15-year-old girl who is facing 20 murder charges over the deaths that took place in the Madhya school dorm fire has written to the Director of Public Prosecutions with a request for the charges against the teenage client to be withdrawn completely because of a lack of evidence. In the letter dated the 3rd of August, Attorney Dexter Todd explained that based on the disclosures made at the Madhya Magistrates Court during recent hearings, it is clear that there is no potential evidence to support the charges against the teen. He said upon review of all the statements and other exhibits served on the client, the suspicion in the matter was confirmed that there is absolutely no potential evidence that could support a charge of murder, much less secure a conviction against the 15-year-old. Full disclosures in the matter took place on the 20th of July. The attorney said the evidence before the court is circumstantial and extremely weak and do not meet the requirements for murder charges. He said some of the witnesses in the matter have claimed that his client, the 15-year-old, was upset with the caretaker at the dorm for taking away her cell phone and threatened to burn the place down. However, the attorney said beside the words of a teenager, there's nothing else linking his client to the deadly fire. Added to that, he said one of the witnesses told the court that the accused, after allegedly issuing the threat, said it was a joke. Further, the defense attorney told the DPP that none of the witnesses placed the accused in the area where the fire started. He also said the court only has claims by some witnesses that the accused had threatened to burn the building down and that she had collected a lighter and a perfume from 2 students. He said there is no possibility of fulfilling the physical element of murder in any way or fragment of evidence to show intent to murder. The attorney said given the lack of evidence before the court, he wants the DPP to review the file and have the charges withdrawn. He warned that the failure to do so would result in civil action against the state. The deadly fire took place on the 21st of May, and by the 29th, the teenager who was among the survivors was placed before the courts and charged with 19 counts of murder. She later faced another murder charge after one of the victims, who was nursing serious injuries, succumbed at the Georgetown Hospital to those injuries, taking the total number of murder charges up to 20. While opposition member of parliament Gita Chandan Edmond, who covers the security sector, is not supportive of the president's decision to extend the tenure of acting police commissioner Clifton Hicken beyond his retirement age. Mr. Hicken reached the age of retirement, 55, in July, but President Finale announced on Monday that he has decided to extend Hicken's time in office as the acting top cop. In a statement today, Ms. Chandan Edmond, who is a former magistrate, said she strongly disagrees with the president's decision, which comes on the heels of an alarming increase in crime and a long list of local and foreign organizations expressing concern over the crime situation in Guyana. The opposition MP said she believes the decision has been made against the backdrop of a politicized police force, which is at the lowest point of its existence in terms of morale and credibility. The Constitution of Guyana stipulates the appointment of a substantive police commissioner to be subject to meaningful consultation with the leader of the opposition. The opposition member of parliament, Gita Chandan Edmond, said it is now expected that the president will activate the consultation process in accordance with the constitution to proceed in the appointment of a substantive police commissioner. She said with the current situation in the country, the president would do well to reverse his decision to extend Mr. Hicken's time in office and begin the process to have a substantive commissioner appointed. The opposition leader Aubrey Norton has repeatedly indicated that he is not supportive of Mr. Hicken being appointed as the country's substantive police commissioner.
Access to quality education for Guyanese countrywide is becoming a reality with the support of monies from the country's oil and gas sector. Some $94.4 billion was allocated this year to support the further development of the education sector. This covers access to textbooks, transportation to school, and hot meals for thousands of students. 30% of the funds used to propel development such as this in Guyana this year is being provided from the country's oil revenues.
Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I know this place. You are here.
Intimity Van as Mackenzie Alumni Association presents official Night of Elegance. New York edition. It's all going down Friday, September 1st at Naomi and Burchell Suites, 8926 Avenue D, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. Ladies, come out looking beautiful. Doors open at 7 p.m. Contribution $100. Dinner start at 8:30 to 10:30. It's the official Night of Elegance.
So what going on, champ? I passed here last week and this shop lock up tight.
Why? We come down with the flow, so we have to take a couple of days.
I can't deal with them kind of setbacks, man. Now. I just get a headache when you see I can't make me little bread.
I know them ways, champ. But thank God for NIS.
NIS? What you got to do now with NIS?
I mean, what I got to do with NIS? I register as self-employed and I make monthly contributions to NIS.
Oh.
So you see, for them days I lose, NIS pay me back for most of them days.
What? That's good. You know, I always used to believe that it's only people in big offices and so they pay NIS.
Nah, man. NIS for any working person between the ages of 16 to 60. And as self-employed, you get all the benefit as an employee, except for industrial benefits.
So what I gotta do for set up this thing?
All I gotta do is visit NIS on Breakdown, or if you live in out of town, you visit any NIS closest to your location. And once you register and your registration complete, you can start making NIS contributions.
Alright, so what I gotta work with and like how much money I gotta pay a month?
Man, I ain't gotta work with no big money. All I gotta work with is your birth certificate and any farm ID. And when you reach down there, ask for the compliance department.
Good. Thanks for the information, bro. As soon as I left here, I went straight to the NIS office.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Agents of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit are preparing drug trafficking charges against a 37-year-old Providence man who was busted near the Chetty Jagan International Airport on Sunday with 57.3 pounds of cocaine in his car. A statement from Kanu indicated that its officers were conducting routine operations at a cargo company close to the airport when they intercepted a car with the driver as the lone occupant. Kanu said a search of that car uncovered 23 large brick-like parcels of cocaine, along with a 9mm gun and 14 matching rounds. The driver, Christopher Michael Douglas, who told investigators that he lived in both Providence and Old Boys Town, was immediately arrested and escorted to Kanu headquarters, along with the seized cocaine and the gun with the ammunition. Kanu said the 57.3 pounds of cocaine was seized and carries a street value of more than 27 million Guyana dollars. The suspect has refused to offer any information to the investigators. He's expected to face charges soon. Kanu suspects that there might be other persons involved in the attempt to ferry the drugs out of Guyana, who may be linked to the cargo company where the man appeared to have been heading when he was intercepted. President Irfan Ali has said that there is no reason for him to justify the move by the government to offer the families of the Madhya Dome fire victims a total of $5 million each, ahead of the promised commission of inquiry into the deadly blaze. The $5 million forms part of an agreement signed between the families of the 20 victims and survivors and the state last month. In providing the settlement, the government cleared itself of any liability caused by, arising from, or connected to the fire, which destroyed the Madhya Secondary School dorm and killed a total of 20 children, while injuring several others. The government proposed a settlement, although the president had long promised that a commission of inquiry would be launched into the circumstances that led to that deadly inferno.
Now, I don't know that there needs to be a rationale. What there was continuous consultation. This government, led by members from the cabinet, held continuous consultation with the people who were affected, with the families, the parents, the siblings, the community, the leaders, continuously. And everything we did was based on consultation, response, and also requests from the people who are affected.
President Ali made those comments yesterday while he spoke with reporters on the sidelines of an event at the Arthur Chung Convention Center. This decision has met some criticism by civil society actors and the opposition, who believe that there should not have been a settlement ahead of a promised commission of inquiry. But the president said it was important to work in the interest of the affected families.
I don't have to wait on the end of a COI to respond to the needs of people, to respond to concerns of the people, to respond to requests from the people. That is, the people are uppermost, and their life, how they're affected, that is uppermost in my priority. That is where my heart lies.
Meanwhile, the president said the commission of inquiry into the Madhya dorm fire will be established this week. Already, he has identified retired Major General Joe Singh as the chair of the Commission of Inquiry. The Commission of Inquiry is expected to cover several aspects of the fire investigations. The Guyana Public Service Union has signaled its intention to appeal a recent ruling of the Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George to dismiss its challenge to the nomination of Mr. Mohandat Gulsaran to sit as a commissioner on the Public Service Commission. Mr. Gulsaran was nominated by the Public Service Senior Staff Association. The GPSU today expressed its dissatisfaction over the ruling by the Chief Justice, but also took a swipe at the Public Service Senior Staff Association, calling it a phantom and political organization. The GPSU's argument is that the organization has no locus standi to nominate anyone to sit on the Public Service Commission, since it is not a recognizable entity. The union said the GPSU, the only association, organization, or trade union with a certificate recognition to enter collective bargaining, the technical process of representation of workers, as recognized pursuant by the Constitution. The organization said that the Public Service Senior Staff Association is not an organization which represents public officers, although its membership comprises 20 persons that the GPSU says are all politically appointed. The GPSU contends that the presence of the organization on the PSC is not legal, since the body does not have a certificate to represent a public officer or classes of public servants who are likely to be affected by the decisions of the Public Service Commission on the appointment, promotion, and discipline of public officers or classes of public officers. The union said the organization, the Public Service Senior Staff Association, is a phantom organization, and that it stands resolute to ensure the constitutional provisions is upheld and applied according to its true spirit and intention. The legal action filed by the GPSU was to essentially question the decision of the Standing Committee of the National Assembly and the National Assembly to consider nominations from the Public Service Senior Staff Association.
Did you know Guy Oil's ultra-low sulfur diesel, ULSD, contains less than 0.0001% sulfur? That's significantly less than regular diesel. By using ULSD, you're helping to reduce harmful emissions that can negatively impact the environment and your health. ULSD provides better fuel economy and engine performance thanks to its advanced formulation. When refueling your diesel vehicle, choose Guy Oil's ULSD for a cleaner, more efficient ride.
Sorry.
Jack?
Hey.
Boys, where you going with all that speed?
Yo, today's the 15th. My NIS contributions are due, and I ain't even get the forms as yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're not aware that all self-employed persons can now make their NIS contributions using the MMG app from the comforts of their homes and offices?
Really? You know, I just pay my bills using MMG, you know?
Yes, Jack. And the thing's simple. All you have to do is open the app, select Pay Bills, Government Services, NIS, and Pay. They will prompt you to enter your NIS number, the month you're paying for, and the amount.
So I don't need to submit any form?
No. The only time you submit in a form is when you're making a claim.
Wait. I could make a claim too?
Oh, no, man. You didn't know that? Yes. All self-employed persons are entitled to all benefits from NIS. Well, except for the industrial benefits. And here's the good part. All of their forms, you can download them from the NIS website.
Well, girl, I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Anyhow, make sure you pay your bills later.
Later? I gotta sit down right here and pay my contributions first.
Take care.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor at the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water. Now available for only $120.
With your regional and international news tonight, I'm Svetlana Marshall in the region. Police in Jamaica are searching for 3 men who allegedly raped and beat a 15-year-old schoolgirl at her home in Trelawny, a parish in northwest Jamaica, on Sunday. Police said that Jamela Cole, a student of Albert Tongue High School, died from her injuries on Monday. Her mother, Shanice Anderson, and her 17-year-old cousin, Kayla Dawson, who were also brutally battered, remain hospitalized. The authorities said that all 3 were asleep at their home when the men entered the house through a kitchen window. They reportedly used blunt instruments to beat the 3 females in their heads. The injured females were transported to the Percy Junior Hospital in Manchester, from where Cole was subsequently transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital, where she eventually succumbed to her injuries on Monday while undergoing treatment. Reuters, in a report, said tensions escalated in the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince on Monday as thousands of protesters took to the streets to speak out against the country's devastating gang violence, which resulted last week in the death of a police officer. Government vehicles were set on fire as protesters, many masked, squared off against police, demanding protection and aid. Authorities later used tear gas to disperse them, eyewitnesses said. One young protester said he was marching against the rise of gangs, which has devastated health care and security, with growing numbers of kidnappings and homicides. And finally tonight, international news. Russia's Wagner's mercenary group is taking advantage of instability in Niger, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has told the BBC. The country has been ruled by a junta following the ousting of the president, Mohamed Bazoum, nearly 2 weeks ago. There have been suggestions the coup leaders have asked for help from Wagner, which is known to be present in neighboring Mali. Mr. Blinken said he did not think Russia or Wagner instigated Niger's coup. However, the U.S. was worried about the group's possibly manifesting itself in parts of the Sahel region, he told the BBC's Focus on Africa program. The U.S. Secretary of State said wherever the Wagner group goes, there is death, destruction, and exploitation. Both the U.S. and France operate military bases in Niger as part of operations to disrupt jihadist groups operating in the wider region. Niger became the main base for French troops after they were told to leave Mali following a coup.
And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.